We're back. All right. Okay, so, as you can see, I've put Project Reveille back together because I think we have a problem. So, I'm Hobbs, watching HMODs, let's f***ing do this.
Hey everyone, I moved my merch store from that website that shall not be named that screwed my couple orders up to Fourth Wall. Check this out. With all new stuff, well, I mean some of the old stuff which you liked, but now this new shirt, the 8-bit console retro shirt that resembles another thing that shall not be named because I don't want to get copy strike. Copy strike? What the hell? What the f***? So yeah, go check out the new stuff. It feels good. I'm wearing one right now and it feels great. So yeah, buy my shit.
Alright, I don't want to hear anything about my hat. I know it's stupid, but it's really, really comfy and warm. My head's cold, and it's got flannel in it. This is a Pook hat, which I believe is made in Canada. I liked it. We got it at a state fair, and I liked it because it looked like it had little rabbit ears. And since I am the only one in the house that does not have hair, there we go. I don't give a shit if I look stupid. Fuck you. Computer, we're back on topic now. Okay, so, as I said, I've put it back together because I think we have a problem. It is this, but now, like, this was always the issue, and discussed that in the last video, but now I think this is an issue, because with my guy who does 3D printing, the dude who did the big frickin' HMODs thing that went into Venom, the fan baffles, I don't think it's going to fit, because this is a Cooler Master Sickle Flow f***ing 200 mil fan, and I have to fit 2 of these in the top. Here's the problem. I don't think they'll fit, because looking at this, the fans are way thicker than this, so if it doesn't fit, then I have to put it inside the chassis and cancel that 3D printing project. I hope the guy's not mad at me. So that's what I need to figure out first, is whether or not these fit. If they don't fit, I have to see maybe about fitting a smaller fan, but I don't want to do that because there's going to be space. So something really cool has happened out of this build. I happened to reach... there's a tank game that I love to play, and it's the guy who plays... The guy who's... What? Oh my god, that's so big. Like, yeah, the box is big, but jeez, let me... There's a 200. That's a 140. Okay. And that's a 120. Wow, that thing is big. There's going to be so much air in this thing if I can get it to fit. What was I saying? Yeah, I won't even fit around this thing. So, up top doesn't work. Yeah. If it could fit in there when it was built, it's gonna fit in there f***ing today. Oh god, I love that sound with this can. Nas, I love you. Please give us money. Or some free Nas. I would take free Nas. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So here's an issue. There's these little nubs right here on each side that I think I'm gonna just got to shave off with a sander or something. I'm sorry, Cooler Master, but why the hell did you do that? That is really, really dumb design. Because 200mm fans are hard enough to fit as it is. You didn't need to do this. I don't know how new this fan is. I don't know when this fan was designed or anything like that. Don't do that anymore. Evie and I went to the store and got many things, actually, many things. I got these light bulbs. We got fake grass, a dimmer switch, a brown extension cord, PVC piping, a light fixture, universal all-use cover, gray, depth 2¼ inch, all weather. A couple of these hooks, sealant, 50 cal bullets. It's a dead man switch. Oh, it's a handle. Doors need handles. I got this for the same purpose I got this. And I had suitable for wet locations. ladies. So this is going to run this, which is going to be controlled by this. But I'm going to cut this off and use this brown extension cable because reasons. It's military. This is going to run this tiny little 25 watt bulb. And I got 2 of them, and I'm actually thinking of getting more just to ship with it, so that it'd be like, here, this is the bulb, put it in, Bob's your uncle. So, oh god, this is gonna look so cool if I get it done. The light's gonna go up here. I know that off the bat, because the motherboard only comes to here. The motherboard cables are gonna go that way, and then this way, and then down here. So I've got plenty of room up here. So now I have to decide whether I'm gonna fill it up. In the military, on the back of a tank, not so much modern these days, but olden days, going back like past the M60, you have a big box on the back of the tank sometimes, and in it is a phone, basically. Like I said, they don't have much anymore. But on the back of it is a phone, and you can use it to talk to the tank commander. So from the back, the infantry that are following the tank, open this up, talk to the TC, and there you go. And now I've got to find a switch that can fit in there. Oh, that's going to look so cool. You know what I could do is... no, it's not going to fit. Wait. Ooh, there's room for the dead man switch. Okay. So now I have to find a switch that'll fit in there, but also be able to fit this. And I think I know exactly where to get it, so that'll be fun. So, figured that out. Good stuff. Yeah! Since I can't do anything noisy, I have to, well, just work on design. We can work on design a little bit. I really wonder, like, when they were designing this case, what purpose was this supposed to serve? Because these are graded. This is a screen. And I'm failing to understand why they would cover that up. Like, it was a thing back in the day. Like, nobody, for some reason, wanted to, you know, like children in the 70s, nobody wanted them to be seen. Alright, now we can pull the door off. There we go. Good riddance. We will keep... I'm going to keep this, because that's kind of cool. But what's going to go here is a fan, a 140mm fan, to match this one down here. I got a guy. And then up here, we're actually going to put a case drawer, because they're awesome. And whenever you can use them, you can put really cool stuff in it, like screws, or USB drives and cables, which is what it's really for. But it's going to go right here. And on it, we're going to do something really special. And that's what I was going to tell you. There's a game called War Thunder. Man, I really went off on a tangent. That was like a half hour ago. The idea that I have is to sort of... And we're going to have to design this out a little bit. The idea that I have is to put this here and then I'm going to mold on this, make it look like a periscope for the driver's hole. And then on the sides, I'm going to do the same thing, because on every side of a driver's hole there's a periscope, so you can see at least, you know, maybe not 180 degrees, but you got about 130 degrees. We're going to use some foam core and some plexi, and then we're going to put an image behind the plexi, so it looks like you're staring in through the periscopes from the front of the tank. It's gonna be super cool. That and the fan is the only reason I'm keeping this. Normally I would be very much in favor of getting rid of it, but since whatever GPU he plans to put in this thing in the next 15 years is definitely not going to be long enough to reach this side, there is so much room over here, so I don't have to worry about keeping this like I did with the Commander. So anyway, the idea will be to do like that and just have them meet, and then whatever I get under there is gonna be pretty damn cool. So I have to make sure that, first of all, I need to make sure that I'm on the money with the periscope. So we're going to do that first. Yeah, that's nothing. So we're going to do a full 2 inches. So 2 by 8.5.
Gotta do this without scratching the paint.
Okay, so this is where the periscopes are going to go. Easy peasy. Out of that, I can design armor and stuff around this. And I think there's going to be a window here, but I think it's actually going to be really, really small because once I cut into here, I might actually keep this. I'm going to get rid of the screens on the other side, but I might actually keep this. So you can see into it. It's really going to be a unique build. So I'm going to do lots of jagged angles. Okay, there's one plate. This is where the main window is going to go. And then I'm just going to build on top of that. Like, and not every space is going to be like foamed, but a lot of it is, and it's going to be different. Oh god, I'm having so much fun. So we'll do another one here, a little bit inside the periscope line, and a little bit above this line here. Oh yeah, baby. We'll go that. Oh, this is going to look so nifty. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm in such a good mood. I wish I could be doing the fans, but I'm still in a good mood. So, periscope, armor, but also a window inside. Very little plexi we're using for this build. Kind of cool. Here we go. That's going to look sweet. This is where it gets difficult because I need... I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just square this out, the hole that is the fan hole. I'm going to square it out, put more foam core on top of that, and since we're not fixing this here, it will actually be really nifty. Oh wait, you know what I could do? Oh, yes. All right. Okay. I'm having so much fun. We're going to make 6. And the reason is, once I have this formed here, the plexi is going to go on there, and then there's going to be another piece of foam core on top of that. So it's going to be like an armored pair. Oh god, I'm having so much fucking fun! Oh!
at that. That's looking freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep the other one. I'm just going to cover it up. What I've done in the interim was I cut out all the rest of the pieces. I measured this out. Yeah. I cut out all these pieces, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the inner parts out so that I can make the windows. So for this, see, for instance, this is the outside part of this. So the window I'm going to cut out is right here. The window I'm going to cut out inside here is much bigger so that I can put the plexi in. If you follow me. So that's going to be cool. We're going to do that. Same thing with the periscopes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this smaller window out so that I can cut a bigger window back here and put a piece of plexi inside. So it's kind of going to be, well, I mean, it's going to just have an inner frame. It'll be cool. Cool. Really cool. So we're going to just start right there. I got to be really, really careful because now I need to make sure I'm not going over any lines.
That's so fucking cool.
Alright, next thing to do is put it right up against this frame again, draw what I've got, that way I'll know what window size I have to cut underneath it. This is so much fucking fun, I love learning new stuff. There we go. There's the window. That's gonna look so fucking cool. Alright. We're done. I'll see you next week. We're done. I'll see you next week when we actually get to start doing stuff with this. See ya.